Yo. Hope folks are having a good day. I decided yesterday, I was like, you know what? I could use some of the features on the Live 3 and continue downsizing some of the stuff I've got over here. So yeah, got it. Figured I'd load up the Uncarved block track 7 that we're working on towards. I don't know, what, maybe next week I think I'll get that posted up for folks to get the stems and stuff. But wanted to load it up and start getting a feel for a few things, like doing some of the arrangement stuff. I haven't quite figured out, because you can kind of like go in and switch stuff up in the matrix here, where per session you can add more stuff. So like I can get some other drum or other stuff going. So it's kind of force style for it. I'm kind of for it. And yeah, I took a bunch of notes yesterday when just firmware 3.6 came out, and just to see how it works. So I still have my Live 2, and have to say, and just the feature updates are pretty nice. There's a few things that I'm like really that had to go into this Pro Pack. Like they could have, with the utility, I feel like probably should have just been a effect that they gave you for free. There's so many nice things you can do with a good utility effect. But anyway, since we got this stuff going, did 2 previous sessions, kind of just recording in from external devices and stuff, from the Iridium and Virus, to get a few sounds that we got going here. Plus, I think the P6, I had some drum kits on, so we're just messing around with it. So really just kind of taking a look. It imported pretty well, the previous track so far. I've hit a few weird bugs. Let's see if I can even reproduce it. Or maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but like if I go in, and I have to remember some of the button combinations because they're a little different now, but like grid view, like I select like this hi-hat. I have found not every single time if I go erase, tap the pad, and then do it. Yeah, see, like I don't understand why it's not deleting it. Like this is just something that seems super obvious that people would do, and clearly a bug. I'll have to go onto the beta forum or whatever and just be like, guys, what's up with this? Because I hit this consistently. It does seem to work if you go shift cut. It'll cut it out. Where the hell is the undo button? There we go. So a lot of stuff I think people will be finding and being like, this doesn't work quite right. But I mean, so far I'm here for most of it. And with like this matrix view where we can have more clips now per session, I am far less irritated by not having multiple, or being able to have like multiple tracks go to the same program, because now we can create a lot of different clips to kind of work with. So I think it's going to change some of my workflow as I've been thinking about it, but I think I'm here for it. So the only thing it looks like though is we've got the arranger up top. I'm gonna have to learn how to write into it. It is nice, like if you're just like go back to the arranger, you can just tap it. So if we get more variations of stuff, we can work with it there. But like, yeah, we can come in and switch between different clips. So I suspect this will be really handy for folks that just want to make a lot of variations, play around and kind of see where things go. So for example, if I go back here, and I'm sure there's like a button for next sequence. I just haven't gotten the muscle memory for moving around yet, but go to next sequence. These are 2 16-bar tracks, so I have to wait for it to time over. But like right now, I don't have any bass programmed for this, and we could probably start figuring that out. Now we're muted. Oh, it's there. So I guess we go. Try to double tap to get into grid. Edit? No. All right, this is just where track view? No. I would think. Oh, I guess like it's just asking to get into grid view. We don't have a clip, so this is where yesterday when I was just kind of playing around with it on the MPC Live 2, I have read it behaves differently. Here, we'll even just I'll see if I can show you. So like, there's a plus button here that says like ARM, and if I hit plus, it actually creates a brand new copy of the track, which is not what I think most people are going to do. So, because especially if you're on the older MPCs, when you go create this new track, it is, if you have like a plugin, you've just added another plugin and you can max out at 8. So that's going to be a problem. But it seems like if you get into this grid view and then create a new clip, you'll see like it comes back, and I think if I go matrix view, yeah, you can see now like I have this like empty bass track. There's like nothing in it, but I can now unmute. Let's see, I have to even figure out how to change banks. I am so right here. I got too many. I was going to try and delete this again. Not track view. Grid. Okay, so I doubled it up because I was playing more like a, sort of playing into 4 bars. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So if we go erase, go do it. Why is it not clear track? Clear? I don't understand what we're doing here. Like, this is just, maybe there's not a bug. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Go back to grid. So, shift button, select all, just cut it. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? It's gonna take me a little while to get my head wrapped around where all the new button positions are. So grid edit, no, just edit. No. How do we adjust the length of that? Maybe from here, is it pencil? I was hoping there'd be like a duplicate. No. I think the plus here maybe makes a new clip. Let's go check. No, it just duplicated it. Okay, that's not what we want to do. I need to figure this out. Because I don't want to record. Like, I feel like these are helpful, but I want to be here. Oh, it's like the force then. I guess you just create them. There's probably a better way to do this. Can we hold down and go edit? Edit clip. Length 4. Hey, Crazy Wabbit, what's up? Let's try again. Yeah, still not digging that. Yeah, it was pricey. I've already been selling. I sold off a good amount of Euro rack to afford it, and I will be selling off a few more things just to get the rest of it the way it paid off. So No discounts or anything, which is whatever. I can then complain freely about what I don't do and don't like about it, and not have to worry about any affiliate links or anything causing a problem. There's like a... Do we need grid? Okay, grid's going to be our usual edit. Try and nudge that back. That sounds better. Speakers, are they the same? They are. They at least sounded as good. I haven't done like a A/B comparison. I've got the Live 2 like up here. So I'll probably do like some A/B comparison just to kind of see, like, it can be tough though, because, you know, is the volume knob tuned differently so it's a little bit louder, and then you just like believe it sounds better because it's louder. That'll be a experiment to do for sure. I would say, like, on my Discord, I was talking with some folks yesterday and kind of did like a 3 or 4 paragraph dump of just testing out 3.6 on the MPC Live 2, and a lot of the stuff does actually work quite well. So, I mean, if you're really like into the Live 3, I would say I may be selling off my Live 2 just to help pay for this, but yeah, if you're interested, definitely hit me up on Discord or whatever. I still have the box and all the pack-in material and everything. I'm like one of those, it drives my wife nuts, but I'm a stickler for holding on to all the packaging for a lot of the gear. So I think the only thing, well, my rack stack over here, that's over this way, that's like the S950 and stuff, I bought all those things used, so I don't have the original boxes or packaging for that stuff. And the virus that's right here, I bought very used from somebody shipped it from Canada that really made a nice foam pack in for it, so it shipped fine. But yeah, hey Ram, I think it'll be cool to see like what people are going to do with it. Yeah, I personally would say though, if you got the Live 2, like MPC X SE or whatever, definitely go check out the firmware first, because I think it's going to take me like a week or two, I can tell, just to get used to all the extra buttons. I've gotten so used to having very few buttons and just moving fast on the Live 2 that I can see, like, already feel like I'm hitting the button overload at the moment. I am, honestly, for me, one of the things I was really into though is I loved the Force. I think the Force was great, and I really like the 8x8 grid, so I saw it and I was like, you know, I want to be able to come in and program in like a 64 grid for drums, so I can have stuff to be able to play even more, or be able to like have effects and stuff. But like stuff like the Q-Link, the advanced Q-Link automation, the Q-Link learn for effects, all is on the older models, which I think is great. I'm not a huge memory user. I'm not a heavy memory user. I have found though with the firmware 3, I am much more of a heavy instrument user, because it is just nice having those plugins, and the 8 was like a little too restrictive for me. So I don't know that like I'll be using a lot of insert effects, although with more processing power maybe I will. And I suspect the going from like 8 audio tracks to 16 will be a big deal too. But like, I'm hoping we've got Akai Force style audio clip launching. I've only been messing with MIDI clips so far, so I'm not even sure there. Yeah, I know. I was going to hold out for the X, and I was like, I'm looking at my desk, and if they get an X2 or something, I probably won't go for it, because I was like looking at my desk, I'm like, I don't really have enough room up here to have as much gear as I'd like, which is a big reason why I'm just looking to sell stuff off. I'm probably going to get rid of the Ableton Move. I really like it, but I'm like, you know, I don't need a ton of step sequencers. I think I'm going to try and focus more on MPC SP404 Mark II, and then there's a lot of stuff that I keep thinking I need to like get back into recording key groups of, so I'll probably be getting back into that. But yeah, and honestly, the moving to the USB-C and having 24 audio tracks out of it is I was like, okay, my head's into that for sure. I'm actually want to try on the MPC Live and see if they did any updates that take some of those features, or if it's really a Live 3 only. Because there's been a few things that I've seen that they said, like they said the Super Warp is Live 3 only, but it definitely, if once you get the Pro Pack on the MPC Live 2 or like any of those older models, you can select Super Warp on them. It uses a ton of processing power, which is understandable, but you can probably only, it seemed like it was using about 4 or 5% CPU per track, so you're probably only going to get like maybe 10-ish super warped loops before you're gonna max out. So I think like warping should be a lot easier here. I mean, like I'd have to load this track up on the Live 2 to see, but I suspect like the CPU usage is probably, yeah, I'm at like 13, and I can see it spike once in a while up to like 15% CPU. It was getting closer to like 50 on the Live, so I mean, I'm probably going to be comfortably hanging out at these lower areas for memory and CPU usage, but I certainly have had tracks that I've worked on where I was like, I am pushing this thing and need to keep bouncing to audio a lot, which I'm hopefully not going to be able to have to do as much. I don't know, like with some of these, okay, that's the clip matrix. There was, like on the MPC Live, I saw a new menu item that was just navigate. Maybe it's not in here. There's like one extra thing here. Input might be it, because you can come into the input here and select, because you can select between the combo phono mic, and then I think you can, yeah, this is probably the new one. Link or unlink. Anyway, I'll have to play around with this stuff a little bit later. Alright, what the heck am I thinking of doing here? I think I saw shift menu. Yeah, so you go shift and then go to your next clip. Let's go. Weird. Why are we looking at the wrong... Like, I want grid view right now to be showing me, I guess, the arranger. This feels weird, but we'll figure it out. Matrix. So if I go here and select it... Alright. That hurts my brain, but might be a good thing. Seems like you can, in matrix view, we can create more clips. We can, how is that selected but not playing? Maybe it's a bug. A little weird. I might need to edit the end. try erase again. Can we just hold down? Okay, we can hold anyway. I can do erase. Oh, that's probably something to be careful of because it's going to be, it's not asking what all, it's not asking, it's asking the track, not the clip. I wonder if I am accidentally erasing stuff someplace else. That would be funny, but not helpful. Yeah, we go do it. What happens if we go back to arrange? We just deleted all of the, oh man, you gotta be so careful with this. We just deleted all of the bass notes. So you get, oh man, this is upsetting to me. Just because you should be able to go erase. And if you do clear track, you're going to wipe out whatever you had. How do you tell it you want to wipe out what's in the clip? I don't think you can. You have to go to the clip. This is super dumb. You have to go to the matrix view. Come on. Matrix view. You don't want what's in there. You have to go delete, maybe, and then recreate. That one's late. I don't know what they were thinking there. Edit? We got a lot of... Maybe you just want to go... Okay, so edit's giving us a clip edit view. So if you just don't want it, you can go clear, which is fine, but it seems weird that erase doesn't work. It'll work by holding it down and playing the note on the track you're on, but not on the clip you have selected, which feels like bad design, but that's just me. And I haven't read the manual, so maybe it's very well spelled out in the manual. Where do we get our, we got a notes button. Okay, isn't the right note. I am not using the SP404 Mark II as an audio interface. The thing that you want to know, that I do know, is the USB-C in the back here. If you want to go USB-C to USB-C, it won't work because both of these are USB devices. You have to have a computer hooked up, or like a computer, iPad, tablet, or something else that is able to do the USB host side. So I do have it hooked up, so I have a FX loop, so I could take some of this stuff. If I wanted to send, like, the drum, we'll get this back. If I want to go send the drum track over, I can pop this open, and assuming I have everything hooked up right, if I go I/O, audio out 3 and 4, we just lost the drums, but that's because they're over here. And if I go back to the sampler, which I now need to figure out where the button is for... Where is the sampler button? Load, save, sample, edit. Double tap for sampler. Did I plug these in backwards? They are not backwards. Input 1 and 2. Do we have the gain on the back? I didn't even look. It's got to be something here. We're not getting any audio. What am I doing wrong? Menu, input. So we're currently set to none. Combo. Okay, so we just weren't getting audio because you got to go tell it which of the groups we want. We'll just go link. But okay, so that's how like you can go switch to. All right, makes sense. It's just not quite as slick as the SP404 Mark II, which is understandable for wanting to turn the mic on and off. But like on the SP404 Mark II, it just merges everything together, so you don't have to think about it. But yeah, like we can. So, and if I get the SP404 Mark II right now is MIDI connected to the MPC live in the back, so I can't do any MIDI automation, but presumably we could. So, like, I should be able to, like, if I wanted to, menu, go to the looper. They are a bit low. I got that cranked super high. Are the outputs set up? Oh, I might have been doing some mixing. I was. So I was adjusting some mix levels, which is why this is kind of low. We'll crank it back up. So back to the looper. Whoop, wrong button. Looper. We want to record like 8 bars of drums. Didn't want it to go overdub. Let's start over. Stop. Oh, I gotta hit to play. We'll go. We'll try this one more time. You'd think I'd remember all this stuff, but. So now with that, I can export that to a track. I don't have any clip tracks, so I guess I can't do that. We'll go. I guess I need to make one. New track. Audio. So we can dump it straight to the arrangement or to a clip. That's cool, I think. Let's go to export it to a clip. We can clear that now. Go to the matrix. Can we delete the track from here? I don't really need this blank MIDI track. Let's get rid of it. Delete track. That way I just see all of these on the matrix view. Create. So now we don't have any drums playing. So far, Cash, I am impressed and a little lost and confused. I did not read the manual, so I am much more used to having maybe half the amount of buttons and stuff here, but I suspect once I get the muscle memory for go here, like some of the stuff, like main, I'm so used to just double tapping to go to grid view, and instead it now goes to track view. So I got to get used to those button combinations. I'm a huge fan of the double tap though. So I think it's just going to be knowing, like, to me, sampler under sample edit feels a little weird. I feel like I'm usually going to the sampler more than sample edit, but you know, having them both there should be fine. I actually wanted to test some stuff here also, but right now I guess I'm just taking this project I've been working on for the Uncarved block and trying to see where things go. So I'd say, like, I can see a ton of a couple things I've already found that are irritating to me, that some of the other folks that have been here have already seen, but you have to be very careful when you go use the erase button. So I'll show you what I was doing before. So we now have, like, you can get in and have like this matrix view, which is basically the Akai Force clip launcher, and you can put your MIDI, whatever. Up top you have the arranger. This is what's going, it's kind of like what is always playing if you have recorded to it in Ableton Live, but you can switch out into other stuff, switch in and out like super fast. But the danger is, if I'm over here playing this alternate drum clip, and like if I'm like, oh, I want to go erase everything, usually it'd be like, go hit erase, and you're going to go say, like, I want to get rid of like my kick and my snare, and then you go do it. Well, you haven't actually erased things out of this, because if I go to grid view, you can see, maybe it's a little hard to see, but like these two are still sitting right there. What did I actually erase? I was thinking this was a bug last night when I was on the Live 2 and doing this. Now I've come to learn, if I go to matrix view and go switch over to the drums, the arranger track, what I've actually deleted out of is the arranger track, because if I now go into grid view, they're gone. So I have to go hit undo to bring them back. Or it's just not going to bring them back. It's okay. Like, I'm just goofing around. I'll just reload this project, but there we go. Erase notes. So if I go back to there. So I didn't have like this hitting, but you can see this kick was gone. It's because when you do erase, if you go read here, it's actually saying sequence and track. And there's, as far as I can tell, no way to tell it, like, I want to delete from a clip. So like you've just got like your general tracks. If you want to delete out of a clip, you need to be in matrix view, and like you get a few options. Like you can go edit it, which is going to give you your normal clip view, but clip and grid are two different views now. So you have to like keep in mind it's weird nomenclature. And I personally think it's wrong, but you do have this edit button. So you can come in and kind of do some of your edits. You can do a clear just to delete everything out of there. And the erase button does still work. So if we're I'm going to get back here. Tell it to do these drums again. So if I'm playing these drums, like a feature I've always really liked on the MPC is you just hold down erase, and we can now erase it. So it will erase it off of the track from the timeline if you use like the erase timeline kind of button combo. But it's not, I don't know. I just find it kind of weird that erase won't let you erase out of the track. Hopefully this will be something that they'll add in, or maybe I just don't know how to get to it right now. But I can see clips as being a really fast way to, per sequence, go add in like a whole bunch of variations and then record them into the arranger. So I don't really, I haven't figured out some of the stuff to know like let's say we've got content in the arranger lines up top. How do you re-record stuff over it? I haven't figured that stuff out yet, but I don't know. There's a lot of new buttons and stuff to figure out. So, but yeah, they definitely crammed a lot of stuff in here. So it's just going to take some time to get my head wrapped around it. I'm actually surprised that it's not that much bigger. It's maybe an inch-ish wider than the Live 2 and like maybe half an inch taller. So it is not, it's a bit heavier, but it's not like if you could fit the Live 2 in a backpack, you can probably get this squeezed in if it's wasn't too close. You can use the touch strip, as I understand, for the mixer channels. So you go track level. So like I've just taken the drum track down. So like I can pretty quickly do that and like just go from track to track, or go track and kind of like mute stuff real quick. So that certainly does work. We're not listening to this track because it's going through the, I forgot I had routed it. I was like, why is this one not working? It's just because I'd routed it to the SP404 Mark II. I do not own the Akai Force anymore. I ended up, so a couple things happened to me in my life, which was I'll explain why. I had bought the Force. I had it for, I don't know, 2 years. I really loved it. I thought it was a great combo with the MPC and the Force together for just recording into tracks and stuff. And did a lot of track exports to Ableton Live from both of them, and was like, okay, the Push 3 got announced, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to get the Push 3 because I'm going to work more in Ableton Live anyway, and it'll help me kind of move over. And I ended up losing my job. It took me like 8 months to find a job again. And in that time, I was like, you know what? They have a really nice return policy for 30 days. So I took advantage of it. I was like, I could use the $2,000 back in my pocket and return not the SP. I returned the Ableton Push 3 and got the credit, got the money back, and was like, I kept always thinking like I should get the Akai Force again. And I mean, the prices have been really quite good for it, but I suspect, and I was always like thinking, I'm like, if they just merged what the Force could do into the MPC, I would probably just stick with that. I do really appreciate the 8x8 grid more than the 4x4. So yet to be seen. I haven't even like tried like doing some of the clip launching stuff to see if you can do it like you can on the Force to switch between like this as an 8x8 grid for clip launching. But if they do implement that, and I don't see any reason why they wouldn't end up getting there, I think like it gives you the best of both worlds, where you kind of get like your the MPCE, as they're calling it. So you get like your 3D buttons where you can kind of adjust like pads, or just have like have multiple samples and stuff. I already got like some ideas for things I like to do. Like I do think it would be you can do like a lot of kicks on one pad now, and you could do have it like either do round robin kind of stuff or like do like kind of like filter sweeps between multiple kicks. So you could get realistically a very consistent sound, but still have like subtle changes over time or that are controllable where you could be like, I want this to be like a really unfiltered kick. I don't have a program like this, but like do like a little bit of like subtle filter, right? Like low pass filter on like this side and have like more of your ghost kicks. I will say one thing I've noticed for folks that like the MPC Live 2 pads, um, these are quite a bit softer touch, and I got to go dig into the preferences, but I feel like I'm hitting these at like max velocity all the time, and probably just a side effect of uh, like I find like the SP404 Mark II pads, and it's probably just how I have it configured, like have a lot more play to them. So I'm gonna have to go in and just figure out what settings I like or what works for me. But by and large, I gotta say, like I think this is um, it's a good successor. I don't think a lot of people need it. Honestly, I just was like, there's like a few things that I'm like, I really like and dig what they're doing, but I was like, I don't know that I really need it either. But I will be, I'm gonna probably do some comparison videos to talk about like what you're actually getting because the marketing material certainly makes it sound like the MPC Live 3 has like everything in the kitchen sink and that, just forget about the other stuff. Like it's all older and a lot of the stuff actually works quite well. It's just that you have less buttons. So if you're into the button madness, um, I think this long term will be good for me and allow me to do a few things. Like I actually on this track, doing like one of the live streams, somebody was asking how to go about doing scratching, and like I can actually probably if I still have it here. Yeah. Let's go. So I got like, well, there's a lot of effects going on right now, but I really just recorded like some noise and was like, let's go. I don't care if I ruin this track at this point. So let's go turn off Delay Pro. So like what I was trying to explain to I forget who it was that was asking, but like old style, like MPC or other sampler stuff, like what you're really doing is if you're looking to do like scratch simulation is on your track, you want to have like a ability to do tuning. And I've got on Q-Link group 4, I've assigned this to tune. So like this knob, it's not perfect, but like the important part is you turn, you set this to, I'll just show you guys. Whoops, I do not want clip. I want track edit. I'm gonna have to rearrange some of those because there's locations for where I just go to all the time that I think I want to get from the live too. Anyway, if you go to sample here, you go sample play note on, and this gets you like a very close DJ style cut. So you just like take noise, or you could say something into the microphone now, like whatever you want to do. Set it up. But the thing that I would say is like this actually works better on the older style MPCs because the Q links you have sliders. So like on the MPC 1000 or MPC 500, like you're just like cutting and pitching like really quick and can do it. And I think the touchpad, which wanted to mess with and we could just do right now, is a good way to do that. So like, let's see, what is it? It's I think it's Q-Link, and I think it's, what is it? Is it just the last one that you messed with? Yeah. So like, it's not quite right. Like I can at least change parameters faster than I can turn the knob. I kind of want it to behave differently. I just don't know if I can get it to do it. Like if I was if Akai was listening to me, I would tell them, like, being able to have a momentary where we can like have it so like it would jump back to like 0 or something. I don't know. So if that makes any sense to you guys, it's still like, I guess, like, for me, I'm trying to like jump around. I guess you just need to hold your finger down and it works fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to read back through chat after going over explaining silly scratch simulation stuff on the MPC. Does it seem portable? It looks like roughly the 2.5x wider than the SP404 Mark II. 1, 2, I'd say it's more like 3, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, like that. Depending on what your backpack is, like this can be very backpackable or not. This is easier to go toss in a backpack. If you're comparing it to the MPC Live 2, I was saying earlier, it's like maybe an inch wider and like a ½ inch taller. So if you use the metric system, I guess that's probably like a centimeter and like 3-ish centimeters, maybe something around there. It's not overwhelmingly bigger. It is heavier though. And I have to go look at the specs again, but it does weigh more for sure. Yeah, I haven't messed with mutes in song mode to see if they fix that stuff, because I know like that's been super garbage where you go, if you got, I, along with I think a lot of other people, like using track mutes as a way to very quickly, you build up a song. So like something like what I've got right now. Let's go back to, here, let's go see if actually, I probably just need to reload this again. Let's go load. It's fine. We're going to replace everything. I didn't do anything that was like so precious here that I'm worried about. So track mutes, if people haven't been doing this, and like it's one of the features that like you can do pad mutes on the SP404 Mark II, but I don't like how it's implemented. Like on the MPC, I can very quickly, on the other one, but yeah, we'll go track mute. You can like record in, I think you have to have right on, but like we could say we want to start with like something like this. And if I usually go timing correct and put time division of like a quarter note. So we can kind of bring stuff in and out. And like once you record this a track, you can pretty quickly be like I've got like something now. If it did write it, yeah, I don't have to figure out how it works a little bit, but you can see it's like it's playing back most of the automation here. So like if you've got this, you'd have what I would do is like basically copy like different sequences, have like intro, you know, main, bridge, chorus, whatever. You create like all your different sections by copying the sequences. Then if you go into song mode, I should probably actually just go test this. But like what you do is go into song mode, and I always wished you could drag and drop these. Like it just seems like another normal feature people would want. If you have your sequences, so I got sequence 1 to sequence 2, and the problem is the MPC, and at least firmware 3.5, would lose its mind a lot of times because you'd go hit play, the play start, and it would lose all of those track mutes that you'd put in place, or it would just randomly lose them. I don't know why. So, like, I would always tell people if you watch any of my live streams, just make sure you save before you go into song mode, because if you save, you can at least reload. And if you've got like all the track mutes in place, you're not having to go like try and think like, what the heck did I have set up for track mutes? You can just go reuse it. Hopefully they have fixed that. I'll have to play around with it and check it out. But yeah, there's like a million things here to learn and figure out. This is the speaker grill. I mean, it's basically the same as the MPC Live 2, having the speaker on the bottom, just with the main difference being you get a microphone here. So yeah, you like totally get that. Yeah, this can't be, well, it can be a host. So I don't know. I'll just unplug the SP404 Mark II here. It's fine. I'll show you. So these USB ports, it will function as a USB host for. The USB-C, it will not do USB host kind of things. Over it, it becomes a USB device over here, which honestly I think makes sense because you don't know what's on the other end, and you probably wanted to say like, hey, I want to make sure there's a computer on the other end that has the device drivers and stuff to work with. But like I've got the Behringer 1820 and the iConnectivity, the Mio XL. So Behringer doing audio and the Mio XL doing the MIDI. So like to hook up like the rack samplers and stuff I got over here. So I'm sure that plugging this in will work just fine. I haven't done it yet, but I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work. And presumably, because I've been able to do some pretty good routing, you'll be able to route like over USB-C for audio and MIDI to your computer and not have to go in. You can keep this in standalone mode if you'd like to. I did put it in controller mode earlier because I was taking and copying over a whole mess of expansion packs and stuff that I had on the SD card, and figured I'd just get it into the. I took the internal SATA SSD drive and out of my Live 2 and put it in here this morning, and then just kind of consolidated all of the files across the system to get it in there. But figured I'd kind of do that stuff. So there is like a whole bunch of new expansion packs and stuff. Like there's acoustic drum tools. Welcome to ATL song starters. I don't know if there's anything interesting there or not. What else is new here? Classic drum machines. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that. Electronic Horizon didn't have that. The Apollo retro drum kits didn't have that. Gemini, I don't think I had. This Orion classic workstations, I don't think I had. Lo-Fi Breeze, I didn't have. Lo-Fi Boom Bap, I didn't have. I usually mostly pick these things up when like there's 50% off sales. And I'm like, I think this could be cool. Percussion Tools is new. This whatever Essentials, was it something kit? I can't read the text there. Titanium's new. Welcome to ATL Kits is another one. Welcome to ATL Melodics. I don't know what's in any of these. Let's see. Let's go take a look. Well, there's no drum kits. Is it just samples? So it just seems like some stuff to go grab, chop up. Is there anything else in here? I think there was like one at the bottom. MPC Beat Academy is new to me anyway. That one seems like it's been out for a while. I got like way too many here. It can be a problem to go through. Yeah, I guess like that's it. But I mean, I just saw like after I registered the serial number, I was like, wow, there's like a lot of stuff on here. It did handle bringing over all my plugins just fine, so like that wasn't a concern. I did plug it into my computer over USB just to copy files. Like I just put it in controller mode, but I can go grab a USB cable and do it. All right, I got my iPad here. See, this is where I just go, sorry, SP404 Mark II, it's not your day today. I'll get this plugged in. Not gonna, it is potentially handy. I think this is more like if you're gigging or something and worrying about somebody messing up your cable, but it does have a screw on it. It seems a little weird, but where the heck is it? That's the jacks there. All right. I got it. We got it. Now to unlock this thing. Let's go grab I don't know, we'll go Model D. Should work well enough. So we're not going to hear anything out of the gate. We probably need to figure out how we get input none combo phono mic. So it's not going to be here. Sampler. Oh, right. There we go. That's very loud. I think we got a stuck note. So presumably we can go back to main, go menu, no, just main, new track, MIDI, and get off arrangement. So USB MIDI port 1. I probably need to tell this where to get MIDI from. MPC Live port 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So for those curious, it's just MPC Live 3 port 1. The noise is, let's go find a different. I mean, it doesn't get easier than this, and this is like one of the things I loved about the SP404 Mark II is just how easy it is to integrate over one cable to get your audio and MIDI. Like, yeah, this is big and heavy, but if I'm on the road or traveling and can bring this, I only need my phone to access a whole bunch more sounds and stuff. So, and it doesn't feel laggy. Yeah, I got to figure out about the SP404 Mark II. I actually had thought of selling it a little while ago, half a year ago, but I still get so many questions from people about it. And I'd like to be able to help people as much as I can. I don't know what other fun instrument. It's at a weird angle. I guess I need to stand it up here. Get out of here. Just like close. Put it in like window mode. I haven't like actually gotten my head wrapped around the new iOS stuff either. Where's Korg Gadget been hiding? That one's like one of the ones that I always find fun to mess with. Because you can just get like so many different synths really quick. I do need to remember how to assign. Is it this one? There we go. Settings. Bluetooth MIDI. No. MIDI input mode is advanced, which I know is what we need. We want to go function, if I remember correctly. No. All one. Okay, so this is going to get everything on channel 1, just not low enough. And we probably need to be out of note mode. We just want to go chromatic. We can't go low enough here. Okay. So yeah, like I can use this as a sound source super easy. Like once I remember how to hook it all up. We'll see what we get else for SP404 Mark II features. I was pretty underwhelmed with the 5.0 firmware, but maybe some people really were asking for some of that stuff. So that works. So yes, USB, not a problem. And I suspect if you have like AUM or Loopy Pro or something, you can do some like really nuts stuff with the USB-C connection and just routing stuff around through a expanded effect pool and stuff. So, or I mean like Loopy Pro, go nuts and get, I'll just use that as a looper instead of this thing's looper. I mean, what's here is fine, but Loopy Pro is pretty nuts and sick for what you can do with it. So, I don't even know what the heck I was. Where was I? Where'd my? Oh, is this because I was automating? Yeah, I think that. Okay, I got so sidetracked. I don't remember what I was doing. It's fine. Let's go load. I'll load something else up. Places. What is something I haven't loaded? Like a ton. Let's go see how loading in like an ancient project works. I don't even know if this is any good or not. Yeah, replace everything in memory. It's fine. Sequences, all sequences. Well, for what this was, seems fine. Let's go to arranger. Okay, just basic. Did I? No. I guess this is all I put together for this track and then moved on. Let's go see what else. So that loaded okay. It's going to complain about not saving it, but I'll be cool with that. I don't remember what like a lot of this stuff is. Oh, that. I think I have this one up on SoundCloud. I used to do a track a day for quite a while, so that would be why I have like just walls of projects. See if this is anything interesting. I suspect that's going to be about it. Yeah. But, okay. Well, it's nice to know. It seems like it's loading the firmware 2 stuff pretty well. Trying to see if anything like sticks out as a... I even have older stuff from my Live 1 someplace. Oh yeah, this one was using the Yorgos Arabats filters. I think this one's probably a bit more complicated. Yeah, like I got like intro builds and stuff. Let's see if I have. That's the full sequence. I wonder if track mutes are messed up here. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's playing quite right. There's definitely more going on here. So, because I bet you if I go back to, you can hear there's like more elements. So I don't know what happened. So, I don't know. This one I'll have to take a note and come back to and see if I can figure out what the heck's going on. Oh, I guess I didn't want to play that anymore. But yeah, that was... I wonder if the track mutes work okay here. Actually, this might not have mutes in it. This might have been like before I... I would expect it to be muting and unmuting. Well, there might be a reason for me to keep my Live 2 around so I can figure out porting these old projects over, because none of that is correct. Kind of a bummer. I'm assuming this one's going to have the same problem. This might not have anything else in it. It must, though, because I rendered it out. What in the world is going on here? Like, we got clearly a filter sweep. It's like it dumped all the automation. So, I'm assuming, like, I usually try and name the tracks based on what they are, or like when I export them, I'll keep the same name. Let's go to the arranger. Grid. So there's the filter sweep. Why is it not scrolling? Hello, McFly. Clearly this track is longer than 2 bars and just won't let me scroll over. What in the world? Snap mode, relative, auto scroll, follow. It just does not want, it's like, nope. Page? Yeah. I think we have a little problem here. someday I will do something with it. I haven't done as yeah. I kind of went into doing stuff on the SP404 Mark II for quite a while, so I got way more stuff over there. See, this must be Sharon the Wanderer mystery dungeon video game track flip. I maybe was trying to do something with. See if there's anything interesting. Yeah, that's it. Guess that's all I did. So I must have been doing some, like, thinking about how to put this together a bit for, like, a performance kind of idea or something. I just don't have it organized the way I would expect, but... Like, I need to go probably rename this stuff to figure out what it is. I feel like there's like some automation going on here that I don't know if it belongs or not. I'm not really timing this very well, but sorry. Needs like a bass line. What is that? I wonder if this is because I had automation, like it was multi-track style and it had to do something weird. So I guess like a thing to, this might be a good track to come back and revisit, because like you can see, like I've got, if you can read it, got like the Sheeran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. These are probably better suited as clips, because what I'm doing, like what I had to do to set these things up in firmware 2 would be, I didn't have to, but what I would usually do is just create multiple tracks that all pointed to the same program, and then just kind of mute and unmute two at a time. So like mute one, unmute the other, and just kind of like move around. Give you the opportunity to kind of layer stuff, which is something that you can't do with the clips that we've got now. I mean, you have to like kind of re-record it. I think there's some merge options I saw, but I think like this would probably benefit from the matrix view here, where instead of like having these 6 tracks, it would be like clip, 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 and then like if I'm performing live, I could then come in and like actually choose which one I wanted to go to, and then still have like a fallback that's the arranger, like the main master performance. That's I would scare quote as the true performance, but like still have the ability to come in for like drums and mix things in and out. I could see this probably being like 3 tracks, right? Like a drum track, a flip track, and then like a bass track, or maybe even like an effects or like little Vox or something. But I like this feels like something that's more, if you work the way that I think Akai wants you to work, probably more performable, performable. I don't know. Something you could play out live. I didn't realize motorbikes had a startup animation, so yeah, I guess you got to go ask them to go talk with Roland about the importance of being able to have a preference to turn playback automations on and off. What other weird stuff here might be fun to check out? Just because I'm trying to get the problem is like none of the mutes are coming over, so like I don't know what is on. Like this was probably me doing like some key group. Or I'm just missing my external stuff. Yeah, I'm pointing to a MIDI track. So I probably was doing something on the virus or whatever, but I didn't put any notes down for what the heck they were supposed to be playing for patches. So probably won't be able to do anything with that. Another one with a MIDI track that who knows where it goes to. Looks like this probably. I don't know why that's not playing. Do I have pad mutes? Looks like it. Weird that it is playing different pad groups. I didn't set anything up that I'm aware of. Well, I guess I'm going to drop here. I'm going to go grab lunch. It's getting a little late, and my dogs are staring at me. They probably want to go outside. So I will say, folks, thanks for stopping by. I guess I didn't get anything done on the track I was thinking about working on, but learned a lot along the way. So thanks, everybody, for the questions. Thanks for hanging out. Keep making music. Keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And deep breath. Peace.